Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're about to blow your minds with 10 facts you won't believe are true. We're talking crazy stuff about clouds, bananas, and even the universe itself. Get ready to have your world rocked because we're diving right in.
All right, first up, let's talk about clouds. They look all fluffy and light, right? Like you could just reach out and grab a handful. But get this, a single cloud can weigh over 1,000,000 pounds. That's heavier than a jumbo jet. We're talking serious weight here, people. It's all that water vapor just hanging out up there. Makes you appreciate the power of nature, doesn't it?
Next up, we've got a fact that'll make you question everything you thought you knew about fruit. Are you ready for this? Bananas, they're berries. I'm serious. You know what's not a berry though? Strawberries. I know, right? Mind blown. It all comes down to how botanists classify fruits, but still. Bananas, berries. Spread the word.
Let's talk about honey. Sweet, delicious honey. Did you know that honey never spoils? Like, ever? Archaeologists have found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are over 3,000 years old. And guess what? It's still edible. That's some serious shelf life. Makes you wonder what else they knew back then.
All right, time to get a little freaky. Octopuses, those 8-armed wonders of the deep. They're already pretty amazing, but here's the kicker. They have 3 hearts. 2 of those hearts pump blood to the gills while the third one keeps the rest of the body going. Talk about overachievers.
Next up, we're heading into space, specifically to Venus, our closest planetary neighbor. Now, Venus is a pretty weird place. For starters, it spins incredibly slowly. So slowly, in fact, that a single day on Venus is actually longer than a year on Venus. Yeah, you heard that right. It's enough to make your head spin.
Speaking of space, let's talk about stars. The universe is a vast and mysterious place, and it's filled with more stars than you can possibly imagine. Like, seriously, there are more stars in the universe than there are grains of sand on all the beaches on Earth. Let that sink in for a minute. It's mind-boggling.
All right, back down to earth for this next one. We're diving into something quite fascinating that you might not have thought about before. We're talking about the Eiffel Tower, that iconic symbol of Paris. You know, the one that graces postcards, movies, and countless Instagram feeds. It's not just a static piece of metal standing tall in the City of Light. Now, you might think that a giant metal structure like the Eiffel Tower would be pretty static, right? But you'd be wrong. This marvel of engineering is actually quite dynamic, and it has a little secret that not many people know about. Because of the way iron expands in the heat, the Eiffel Tower can actually grow up to 15 centimeters taller during the summer months. That's like 6 inches. Crazy, right? Imagine that. This colossal structure, which already stands at a towering 324 meters, can stretch even higher when the temperatures rise. This phenomenon is due to thermal expansion, a principle that affects many materials, but it's particularly noticeable in something as large as the Eiffel Tower. When the iron heats up, the particles inside it move more vigorously, causing the metal to expand. It's a subtle change, but over the entire height of the tower, it adds up. The Eiffel Tower has been standing since 1889, and over the years it has seen countless summers and winters. Each season brings its own set of changes. In the winter, the tower contracts slightly as the temperatures drop, making it a bit shorter. It's a living, breathing structure in a way, constantly adapting to its environment. So next time you find yourself in Paris, gazing up at this magnificent structure, remember that it's not just a static monument. It's a dynamic piece of history, growing and shrinking with the seasons. It's a testament to the ingenuity of its designers and the enduring beauty of engineering. And as the sun sets and the tower lights up, casting its glow over the city, you'll know that there's more to this iconic landmark than meets the eye. It's a symbol of Paris's resilience and its ability to adapt and grow just like the city itself. So here's to the Eiffel Tower, a true marvel of human creativity and engineering.
This next fact might make you rethink your place in the world. Did you know that humans share about 60% of their DNA with bananas? Yeah, you heard that right. Bananas. It just goes to show you that we're all connected in this crazy thing called life.
Let's talk about lightning. It's one of the most awe-inspiring and powerful natural phenomena on Earth. That bright flash of light followed by a deafening roar of thunder. It's a spectacle that has fascinated humans for centuries. It's a force of nature to be reckoned with. The sheer power and energy contained in a single bolt of lightning is truly mind-boggling. And here's a fun fact. A single bolt of lightning contains enough energy to toast 100,000 slices of bread. Imagine that! That's a lot of toast. But let's break it down a bit more. The energy in a lightning bolt is about 5 billion joules. To put that into perspective, that's enough energy to power a 100-watt light bulb for over 57 days straight. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to be anywhere near that much bread when the lightning strikes. The heat generated by a lightning bolt can reach up to 30,000 Kelvin, which is about 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun. Now, imagine harnessing that kind of energy for your morning toast. You'd have the ultimate power breakfast, quite literally. But of course, it's not practical or safe to use lightning for toasting bread. Instead, we rely on our trusty toasters and electricity from the grid. But it's fun to think about the incredible power of nature and how it compares to our everyday appliances. So, next time you see a lightning storm, take a moment to appreciate the raw energy and power it represents. It's a reminder of the incredible forces at work in our world and how they can be both beautiful and terrifying. And as you sit down to enjoy your breakfast, think about the amazing journey of energy from the natural world to your kitchen. It's a fascinating connection that makes our everyday routines a little more extraordinary. So here's to the ultimate power breakfast and the incredible energy that makes it all possible. Enjoy your toast and have a powerful day.
And finally, let's end on a slightly lighter note. Sometimes history can be quite surprising. And today we have a fascinating tidbit for you. Did you know that the shortest war in history lasted only 38 minutes? Yes, you heard that right, just 38 minutes. It was a blink and you miss it kind of conflict. This incredibly brief war was the Anglo-Zanzibar War of 1896, and it was fought between, you guessed it, England and Zanzibar. The backdrop of this conflict was the beautiful yet politically tense island of Zanzibar. Apparently, the Sultan of Zanzibar wasn't too keen on British rule and decided to put up a fight. The Sultan, Khalid bin Bargash, had ascended to the throne after the death of his predecessor, and he was determined to assert his authority. Unfortunately for him, the British had some pretty big guns. The British forces, well prepared and heavily armed, were not in the mood for a prolonged conflict. They brought in warships and positioned them strategically around the island. The war ended with a decisive British victory and a whole lot of confused historians. The Sultan's palace was bombarded, and within minutes, the resistance crumbled. Khalid bin Bargash fled, and the British installed a puppet ruler in his place. This brief yet intense conflict left a mark on history, not just for its brevity, but for the sheer speed at which it unfolded. It serves as a reminder of the unpredictable nature of historical events. Today, Zanzibar is a peaceful and popular tourist destination, known for its stunning beaches and rich cultural heritage. Visitors can explore the remnants of its storied past, including the very sites where this lightning-fast war took place. So, the next time you find yourself in Zanzibar, take a moment to reflect on this curious episode in history. It's a testament to how quickly the tides of power can change, and how even the shortest of wars can leave a lasting legacy. And with that, we wrap up our journey through this fascinating historical footnote. Remember, history is full of surprises, and sometimes the most unexpected stories are the ones that stay with us the longest. Thank you for joining us, and until next time, keep exploring the wonders of our past.
Thanks for sticking around for these mind-blowing facts. I hope you learned something new and had your mind blown a few times. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Until next time, stay curious.